In his New Year's Eve address to the nation, President Museveni revealed that schools will officially reopen on 10th January after almost 2 years of closure due to the COVID-19 pandemic outbreak, but before fully reopening, safety of the pupils and the students remains as the #1 priority. In a bid to ensure that there is safety in schools, students under the umbrella body Uganda National Students Association have partnered with officials from the Ministry of Health, parents and teachers to train paramedics to handle COVID-19 emergencies at schools.
Is to come up, have a pool of trainers and testers that have been adequately trained and certified to support in the COVID-19 testing strategy as one of the measures that we feel will help us to rapidly detect cases, having these students isolated.
According to officials from the Ministry of Health, they are going to start with 2,000 students who will also train others in the key testing skills for COVID-19.
We are training paramedical and medical intern students, finalists, those that have completed studies and they are awaiting graduation, or those that graduated but they haven't yet gotten opportunities. We expect, as we come up with these control measures, such as case detection, we are having close to 18 million learners. So this might strain the Ministry of Health and Human Resources.
What the students are going to get today is how you can test and screen somebody with COVID using a simple kit, which you call antigen rapid diagnostic kit.
The national coordinator for this training, Dr. Haruna Chigongo, says they are doing voluntary work to save the lives of the students in different schools.
The skills here get certified by the authorities to go down and help us train other people, health professionals at lower levels in COVID testing, so that we can have this emergency response.
Vulnerable, many of them are vulnerable children, and this lockdown has really greatly affected them. So as parents, as mothers, we add our voice to ensure that children remain in school.
The paramedical students will be trained for 3 days and will later train others in a bid to train over 18,000 million people across the country. The president of the Uganda National Students Association, Yusuf Warunga, urged government to revise the border curfew regulation, which does not allow them to go work beyond 7 p.m.
There was a decision taken about the time when borders should stop operating. We appreciate most of the students in the country fully use borders when they are going for classes. We have those who study evening programs. So if this borders stop operating at 7, it may affect us as students. So we request the government to come up and do some adjustment on this.
Government should now focus on how to maintain these students in schools, especially the private schools. You should now waive the statutory obligations of payment, focusing on license, pay, you have not paid this. I think this should not now take priority.
Schools are expected to reopen on Monday next week, and parents are now up and down to make sure that everything is in place ahead of the schools reopening. Story by Chris Semalimu Semakula for ZTV, PM Edition.